Welcome back, everybody, to House Flipper 1. This is our little insert series on the New Year's, Christmas New Year's house from Frozen District. I just hate the little dots. Unless there's a pet in there, since last time I clicked on it, I don't want to know. Alright, I know, apologies every time. We are heading back to our map of jobs. No, we're not. We're heading back to our browser. Going to our owned. We are going to Frozen Way's former office, which we are turning into a house, hopefully, for the Johnsons. Let's not reset it. We're doing rainbow themes. I think I've got a yellow room going on in the back for the daughter. My house needs to be clean. Of course it does, Giorgio. Alrighty. So this space here is going to be an open plan living room, probably a living dining room. It all depends if I want to put a kitchen in over here. We'll work it out in a minute. I may yet close off this space here. We will see. We're currently working on the daughter's bedroom. We have made it very bright and sparkly, and it looks like I thought I painted everything. That's okay. They did say some of the houses were resetting. Oh my god, yeah, they did reset. Okay. And then they did an update, and I think I'd finished this before I downloaded the update. So let's go and put in everything that's not there anymore. And hope we remember what we did. We got this. Okay, back to here. Back to walls. Back to wall tiles. Where was the leaf tile? Petito yellow. I can't remember if it was light. No, it wasn't light yellow. It was yellow yellow. We'll find out in a minute. All right, well, let's begin the episode by maybe restarting the game. I do have... Oh. Put the tiles down. Let's try again. Right. That doesn't look good. I'll be back. Okay. Let's have a quick look. I logged out and logged back in again. I checked out the tiling problem in my main house to see if I could still tile walls and pick up tiles. That works over there, so maybe resetting it has helped. I don't know. Let's check it out. We'll see if we can get this done. We'll pop these down here. And we'll grab our tiling tool. Okay. All right, so I think we're going to have to sell the house, put it up for auction. We're going to make a loss on it, maybe. Okay, we didn't make a loss on it. That's good. We're going to start again. I know. I'm a little bit anxious now because I did a couple of houses in another account over the holidays, like after I did this, because that family. So we'll accept that offer for the Gentarts. They will have fun. And we will skip this because it's just too sad to watch. I don't know what went wrong. So it could have been just in that glitch part. So we'll okay. All right, so now I'm fairly anxious about whether or not the things I did, the other two houses I started in my other account, because I noticed there was a lot of new stuff and I wanted to be more familiar with the game as I played it. So I am going to go to the main menu and I'm just going to jump into my 2025 House Flipper. And I'm going to just bear with me. I'll be brokenhearted if I've lost what I did here. So I wanted to do a separate video and just show these houses once I'd finished the second one, and you'll see why. But I just took the time to just play and enjoy the game. So fingers crossed for me, okay? All right, it looks okay. So what I did was I just started playing. I just started looking at the new stuff, and the garden was the last thing I did. So we'll go inside. This is the bungalow. I just want to make sure that everything is okay. But seeing as I was going to do a tour of it at a different time, I'll do it now. This is my nearly done bungalow. We have a teeny tiny kitchen in here. It ended up being orange. Don't ask me how, but it did. So we'll just toddle in here. Looks like it survived. So I did do these after I'd updated. So I'm pretty pleased. But so every year I start a new game and I try and get through it in the times when I can't record because it's really noisy around me and when I've got a little bit of a space. I did get a lot done last year, so I'm hoping 2025 will be a better year. But this is my little bungalow. I don't know who I'll sell it to yet. I haven't tried selling them. And I just really decided to play with things and see what there was. We've got a little bit of an orchard out here. We've got a vineyard. My daughter saw it before I put any of this in, and she said it looks really empty beyond the path. And I took that on board because I did want to do something. I've just played with this orange theme that we've got going. We not watered it down, but we just wanted to take out some of the orangeness by using some white. I really wanted to play with the chickens. I'd not done them before, so we have chickens in this yard. I don't know what I'm putting over here. It might be a veggie patch yet. The fences take a little bit of doing. I think I probably have to feed these guys again. Yeah. Let's just fill that with food. There you go. Hungry chickens. But I'm enjoying this part. This is Farm Flipper. You get this with the Farm Flipper extension. I don't know where the lights came from. I think they came from another one. But I put in some extra forage for them so they wouldn't starve. I just want to make sure that the water bowls are done. It's my chicken. And we'll go in here. And they lay their eggs normally. So I haven't played with the pantry yet. So this particular one that I'm doing, this is my personal play build. And now that I know that bad things haven't happened to it, I'll probably head on back and we'll get back into the New Year's build for the thing. If you're curious, actually there is one of the house that was partially developed. I'm going to go zippity-doo-dah quickly over that way and make sure it's okay. We'll just close up here, head over to the gate. So this is my, I know I've got to finish something in that part of the yard, but this is my 2025 play, and I might occasionally put houses up before I sell them so that you guys can see what mischief I've been making when you're not around. So let's go to the camping bungalow. I did decide to stick with a theme for each house, a color theme. You probably won't see these houses in these colors in the rainbow series. You'll see them in different colors. But this is not finished. I haven't got the garden done. I've got the inside done. Alrighty, as you can see, I've started the garden. I decided I wanted to make this one for Giorgio. So it's all because of the bathroom, which we'll get to last, of course, because the bedroom is in the front. So this is the bedroom. He's a private fella. We're going to probably put some trees and bushes out the front that to screen and give some privacy. I really love these big windows. They open up these little houses so much. He's got his telly in the bedroom, which of course gets rid of one of our irritating customers. Plenty of bookcases, which did cause a bit of competition, but nothing actually really fazed him. We put in the wardrobe because we know he likes wardrobes. I don't know how he feels about ice creams from the pop art pack, but we definitely gave him those. It's very pink. My daughter was complaining. And so this is the bathroom. Now I started in the bathroom. I had to make it wider because I couldn't quite fit 2 tubs in. Actually, no, I didn't have to make it wider. I left it as is. No, I did have to make it wider. That's right. So I decided to put in 2 bathtubs at the very start of this build because I cleaned everything up and ended up in the bathroom and just started here. So this is going to be Giorgio's place. I will sell it to him, which means I have to resist the temptation to put in chickens. But now that I know that my builds for this save are fine, I'm going to just exit out, head back to the main menu, and go back in. We'll purchase the house flipper office again, and we'll start again. Actually, I am a little bit worried about one of my other houses now, but maybe it'll be okay because I wasn't working on it. Let's head on in. So yeah, so I know what I did when I came in to the game when I reset it was I picked this up, and not like that because that would be dopey. I picked it up with my tiling tool and I headed in just to make sure that I could highlight walls in this place. And yes, we could. So I know that the tiling works in at least one of the houses I wasn't working on. We don't have another build going at the moment, do we? Oh, yes, we do. You haven't seen that episode. Spoilers. I might have to check that one later. That's episode 96. I know. I'm going to do my best to just ignore it. Here we go. So into the browser, we will grab. Oh, I have to buy it again now, don't I? Yeah. We now have 676,000, which we did make a bit of a profit. Let's wander on back down to the New Year's house from. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's a little bit higher. From Frozen Way, the Frozen Way offices. You know what? It's not going to let me buy it again. Well, that makes a very short New Year's series, doesn't it? All right. Actually, you know, all is. Oh no, all is lost because I can't go into my other account and purchase it. What am I going to do, guys? So basically, it won't let me buy it again because I haven't bought and renovated all the rest. I think I'm going to find that all of the ones I just sold, yeah, they have not come up again. Rude. All right. You know what we're going to do? In my House Flipper 1 file, which I still have, back into the main menu, I retained the House Flipper 1 file. Why don't we see if I can purchase this year's New Year's house in here. Let's continue this one. And we'll do it in here. There's a reason I left this file in, was just in case I wanted to do something and I had trouble doing it. Rightio. It's fine. We've got this. I'm a little upset now. Okay, I did. All right. Let's wander in. We're going to purchase the Frozen Way office. This had better not be a Jinx Me office, guys. And we're going to go. And I can. Thank you so much. I wonder what I have to do before I can do that, because I can't do that in my new series yet. Alrighty. I know. Okay. Into the browser. That's what I did wrong. No, I didn't do it wrong. Maybe I did do it wrong. Frozen Way's former office. We are going to grab that office, buy that house, and start again. Well, all I can say is that I am incredibly grateful that I didn't do what I was going to do at the beginning of this year and delete this save. So I'm not going to do exactly the same thing as I did with the last one. We're just going to start this build again, and we're going to do something a little bit different with it. There's so much going on here. Let me just. I am a little bit scared it's not going to work, but I think what the problem was because I hadn't applied the patch for the houses resetting themselves. Oh, did that. I I suffered a glitch, and they have fixed that bug, as you saw with the other houses that I did after that build, being perfectly fine. Can now really, thank you. So I think in this build we're going to make this like a little entry space. Let's just grab all of that. Just becomes so much easier. I know I'm a little bit disappointed, but do you know what? We get a chance to rethink what we're doing and just work our way through. So I think we will still sell it to the Johnsons. And apologies for a repeat of clearing the thing. I hope you enjoyed seeing the houses that that I've been working on unsupervised. House Flipper. I started playing it during a particularly difficult time, and it was such a good place to go and relax. That I still do that. I still go there and relax. I don't always do an episode, so I have a save for just R&R. All right, let's get to it. Selling all the stuff. It's a fire sale. Everything must go. So I think this episode we've had our house tour. We've had our disaster. Oh, I'm so glad the new year did not start that way. And now we're heading into a brand new start, which is somehow fitting, I think, for this time of year. You know what? We might just take all of the doors off as well. I mean, I am going to change the doors. So what we're doing is we're just starting over this office again because there was a bit of a glitch. I'm recording it in my Series 1 save because that was the only way I could buy it again, because I hadn't finished the jobs, doing the jobs and selling the houses at least once in the Series 2 game, which is good, I guess. And in the middle of all that, I had a doggy emergency. And so I've had to stop and start again. So you'll notice that it's now nighttime, where it was beautiful daylight when we started. So we're just going to work our way through this wonderful little building. I know I'm looking for a light switch now because we're going to kind of need it. Actually, I can use my flashlight. We'll use our flashlight. Working by daylight. Just make it a little bit hard to see where the green light's highlighting. But that's okay. We'll get this done. Oops. That was not my intention. Yeah, like I said, the flashlight does make it a little bit hard to see where you're pointing. She says, destroying something else. All right, I just need to be a bit more careful. Might as well get rid of that window as well. I mean, why not? We've gotten rid of everything else. It's been a very frustrating morning. Normally I come into House Flipper to relax, but I think today has been challenging. Okay. Let me just turn that flashlight off because it is driving me nuts. We'll see if the lights work in here. Oh, beautiful. All right, now I have no more excuses to mess up, right? Except I turned the lights out and I took out the lights. Yeah, which I am going to do from room to room anyway. There are a lot of things in here that we could reuse. We could make this job a lot more economical than we are. I just want to have a feel for it without all the bits in it. I think Oh dear, was that a light? That was a light. Yes. Never mind. So these offices are really nicely tidy. I know they said they messed them up for us, but I don't know. I think their idea of this is not messy. It's lovely, which is probably why we were able to sell it for such a high price without developing it in the other save. The sad thing is, of course, we're going to make this massive profit of it here, and we're not going to be able to. We will have it in this save. But I should have thought to come across for the historic mansion in here, the museum mansion when it was released. So next time I don't have enough funds to buy a house, we're going to zip across to this save, and we'll buy it in here. I think that might be our bestest ever bet. I wonder if any of these. There's so many nooks and crannies in here. So the way we'll know that a room is done is basically it will be the door. There'll be no door on the wall. Alrighty. So yeah, we could have done this by actually just grab that, and that, by actually just recycling as much of the stuff as we wanted to. I'm currently ignoring my buyers. They get to buy the finished product, not the not finished product. Looks like we've turned through another day now, so that's good. We've got some nice natural light happening, which is nice given that I keep forgetting to turn off the turn on the lights in each room like I meant to. Oops, that was a window. And that was my derpiness, not a lack of light. I know, I didn't expect to be doing it twice. There we go. I know, so much milk. I wonder if it's in its use by date. What a big mess. Well, give me a minute. I'll have it all cleaned up, you two. See, this is why I ignore my buyers, because they whine at me all the time. I know they wanted a kitchen, but this is not it. This is not your kitchen, okay, guys? Just not your kitchen. Oops. I like the pot plants, though. I know, I just want to get to decorating. Decorating is fun. Trashing everything, not so much fun. We could have turned this into a really good house for Raphael Urco as well. Now, there's a building where you'd use a red theme, but I just think it'd be really nice for the family to have a little city getaway. If I knew how renting worked, I might try and turn this into a set of apartments. But I don't know if you're actually able to rent to more than one tenant. That'll be an interesting learning curve, won't it? Because a building like this, you don't want to just rent it to one tenant. You want to rent it to a couple and have maybe little enclosed suites inside so that you can maximize your profit, so to speak. Of course, you're also maximizing your problems because then you've got more than one tenant who wants to whine about things and who might wreck things or make their own unauthorized modifications, as tenants do. Rainbow, right? I feel like I'm in a shoot 'em up game where you've got to just fire accurately at everything. Man, I would be dead so many times over. Okay. There were door frames. And I did forget about these things. I like the patterning though that it does. I mean, the problem with removing the doors ahead of me was that I forgot which rooms I've been in. Not that it's not hard to remember. Nice little storage closet. May end up being a walk-in robe yet. We'll find out. So step 1, gut your building. Kind of. You know what? I might actually leave that as a cozy little space instead of opening out the second room. This time. Like I said, we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm not going to just repeat it all. A little bit differently means I'm still going to stick with some of my original design choices, maybe. We're not going to do yellow. I think I'm just going to go right with red, and we'll maybe make it. Although I did want red in the kitchen, so I guess if we're going to start at one end and we're going to start with red, we're going to have the kitchen up one end. This will be interesting. I just don't think red's a great choice for a kid's room unless you want one very aggro little tot. All right. See, now if your clients are whining about rubbish, things that can be removed. I think we sold this to the Jan Tarts after all that because I think they like the amount of timber in here. Did I? No, I did not erase another window by mistake. I like the square lights though. I do. It's kind of hard to get rid of them when you lay them. I know. Took my dog outside and he's decided he's going to have a little grass feast. I'm just kind of a little worried about him. Because normally he doesn't eat grass unless he has a grumpy tummy. So I'm keeping an eye on him. But wait, there's more. It is a bit quicker to do rubbish with your hand, just to clean it out. I like the little Christmas tree. But I don't like the long, skinny room. I think we're just gonna need to deal with that. That's right. This room was a mess. And there's a chainsaw in here. Guys, what did you get up to? Like I said, I think this is like partly where they put their research props. The reason I take everything out from the top of a surface if I can is because when I first started playing, if you had a television or something else delicate on top of a surface like a table and you saw the table and it dropped to the floor, it would quite rightly be broken. I'm not sure why they removed that feature. I thought it was kind of funny to, you had to be careful. You had to think about the order that you did things in. This would make an ideal workroom for. I don't think any of our clients are handymen though. I don't think they've programmed that feature into any of them. No pictures? No, no pictures. Pictures are banned for the moment. I will unban them when I start decorating. We will have pictures. It is a promise. Although my New Year's promise to myself is I was not going to make any promises in scheduling. So if you saw something, that was when I announced it, or if I announced it, it was already up and pre-scheduled. Because this year is going to be a year of change and adaptation. Because my husband has just been diagnosed with Huntington's. So there will be a lot of changes happening. And I'm afraid there will have to be a lot of house flipper happening. Because house flipper is where I go to chillax and recover from life's little bumps. Well, let's get this done. I know, work hard, play harder. Isn't that the motto we live by? Work hard, play harder? Oh, fiddlesticks. I just got rid of a window. And own your mistakes. That was definitely a mistake, wasn't it? All right. See, this is the yellow I was looking for, this yellow sandstone. And I thought it was the yellow sandstone tiles, but then they weren't yellow when I put them up, which made me sad. Okay. Just get the last few things in that I've missed. Clearly, I missed. Ooh, little. I was going to call it a lamp, but it's not a lamp. It's a little soap dispenser. It's very, very cute. Like, there are so many little weird nooks and crannies that in this building. I'm pretty sure that the house flipper building itself, like the real Frozen Way offices that they've just moved from, wasn't this convoluted, but I don't know. Maybe it was. We could be doing them a great disservice, though. The landlord, not house flipper. There we go. So, new offices, new beginning. I wonder what the guys are going to be up to. I'm looking forward to Honeycomb, by the way. Just saying. I love House Flipper. I'm not real great with survival games, but I am looking forward to Honeycomb because it's pretty. Right up until something eats me, then it's probably not going to be considered that pretty anymore. All right. I know, new year, new start. In this case, we starting twice. Someone like their rug. Now that's yes. Yeah, no pictures. I know. I'm so sorry, sweetie. We will rectify the pictures thing, and then I'm going to compound the error by not selling it to you. All right. So once we've got this down as a shell, let's have a look at our buyers and see who would buy it as a shell. With nothing in it, nothing to entice them. And right now we have the Johnson family right at the top from the sheer number of rooms, which is not exactly why I chose them. Well, actually, it was a little bit because I've always wanted to be able to give that family a house with all the rooms. Little Roomba down there. Oops, I'm so sorry, pot plants. It's interesting. I was just thinking that every boss's office should have a how you doing sign in it, just to remind him to ask his employees how you doing, because how they're doing directly affects the business. And if your employees are doing well, then your business will do better. And I was just thinking of how many bosses in real life don't actually subscribe to that philosophy and how sad that was. Um, Although I don't think that's the case with Frozen Way. Was that sparking? I think that was sparking, which means it was definitely not a happy little speaker. No, it could have just been the fact that I was. Yeah, it's the. No, it wasn't sparking. It was just the fact that I was doing this. It was refracting whatever light comes out of my little handgun. Price gun, little price gun thing. All right, nearly there. Okay, so we're going to change a little bit here. We're going to actually do, this is going to be a foyer. We could do our red and white right here. And actually what we might do, instead of starting at one end, we might start from the beginning, and we are going to have a red and white lounge room, and I'm going to hope that doesn't make the visitors irritable. I think what we're going to do for our red and white is, rather than have like screaming red walls, we're going to have, just zap that, we're going to have something, I don't know, cheery and muted and not muted, because it's red. It should be scream at me red. All right, let's make these guys happy and clean the floors, because they love a good clean floor. And it's relatively easy to do most of this. We'll just run our way up the corridor. Fastest mop in the West. All right, I know. The heavy traffic areas were heavily trafficked, and yeah, everyone is pleased with me now. Look at that. Clean the place up. So yeah, so this is the shell in its undisguised form. It looks like I've missed a room. Just zip into here. Oh, okay, no, it was a puddle. That's fine. Who puddled on the floor? Okay, it is a floor puddle. Just zip this way. Just a moment to clean, and the whole house will shine. Let me just see. Okay, no, that's just a wall. No worries. Let's wander back in here. We'll just clean up in here. And then we'll come back along the corridor and clean up as we find it. That looks like I missed a fixture. Rightio. Head on in this way. Make sure everything is clean in here. Okay, this carpet was right. We just needed a good carpet steam cleaner all the way through, didn't we? Look at this floor. Like they said, we'll make it shine. Beautiful. Much better than putting tiles down on a filthy floor, right? Gosh. I missed an air conditioner fixture. There it is. All right. I know we're going to have a demolition derby, and we're actually going to get rid of all of these little walls. I'm not sure what they're in here for, but they're going to make my life awkward, and my life is awkward enough. We'll just deal with it. All right. Every room, it just seems to have this interesting double segment of columns. Now, I'm wondering if in the real building they exist, or if they've just been put here in this building to make my life exciting. We might take out that middle wall as well. Look at this. I mean, if this is a support, okay, if it was a support, I don't think House Flipper would let me take it out, because it's not that silly. It knows us destructive players with hammers. All right. Grr. See, I'm basing my theory on the fact they don't let us do that to anything else. So I know this is my thinking time. The cleaning helps me think about the building in general, and then when I start, I've kind of the back of my mind has got the rest of the building in focus, even if the rest of my brain is completely ignoring it. Missed a picture. Oh yeah, Veronica Lipstein is not happy with me. That's right, she can get over herself. I'm not in the room I thought I was. No, use your eyes, not the mini map. Yeah, it's the next one over. So we want to give this place a like a whole different feel. We could build a country style apartment in the city if we wanted to. I mean, it could be ultra modern and super whatever without much timber and wood, but I think we might do a lot of timbering. I know, just to drive the Jantarts nuts. Just get rid of that. Grab my sledgehammer. I know, nothing happier than a girl with a sledgehammer. And something she's allowed to smack it with. Smack with it. Right. Alright, I think we've gotten rid of all of those irritating columns. I just checked down the back, so I'm not so sure about the end rooms. I mean, there are definitely some rooms in here that could do with a fewer walls, like here. And actually, I will definitely take this one out as well. I'm not sure what this little alcove was even for. I'm really hoping that no one mistook it for a urinal bay. Because, I mean, apart from the fact it would be incredibly embarrassing for that person. This is like an extra fill-in panel. What is that even doing here? Alright, we're definitely getting rid of this wall. And there's like another little fill-in panel in here. Look at this. So this little teeny tiny section. that has no rhyme or reason for existence. No, why take out the bottoms? Well, because I just like dropping things on my builder's head. Oh, well, that was good. And it all falls down. Well, when it works, right? When it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It looks like there's another extra panel. Will be like that. Behind me, like another section of wall. So let's just maximize. We'll just see what the real bones of the structure are. Take out the extra splints and things it's grown for its own protection over the years. I know, don't be shy, step right up. Swing that mattock. Hammer, I'm sorry. So we've got this extra layer of wall right here. And then we've got this little line of wall right here, which has got me intrigued. Maybe it was just a space the builders didn't want to fill in, but I mean, it cost them extra in tiles, so I don't know why they do it. It's very puzzling. Excellent. So clearly there was a couple of support structures I missed. I want to know. Yeah, no, you definitely can't go through there. That's what I was going to check. Oh, whoops. Something in here. Right, we'll fix that. And I think this little narrow room, this is not going to stand. We're just going to get rid of this as well. So that's done. Oh, we're going to get rid of this. That's right. So we'll get rid of this. Here we are having a smashing good time on the third day of the year. I know I said I was changing some of the things I did, and this is not one of them. Okay. So now we have that large space again. Man, I did miss quite a few of these, didn't I? Rude. So I'm just going to try and get the smashing of things out of the way early, and then we can just have a fairly good idea of what we're doing. So we've made sure we've got all of that side done. Okay, so I started here. All right, let's go find the narrow rooms and we'll deal with them. So I've got these two teeny tiny rooms. You know what? I might leave those in. We might turn them into individual little bathroom spaces. Pretty happy with the way these rooms are. Right, and then I have this one here. So we're going to take out this wall here. I mean, we could have turned it into a teeny tiny little spot, but like a little ensuite or walk-in robe. But I'm just going to take it out myself. The space to create as I see fit. That's what we're going to do. All right, and I just want to play. Okay, nothing small and narrow in here. I think the only narrow space left is the hallway. I have two minds about getting rid of it, so let me think on that a little bit longer. Okay, that's one of the rooms we're keeping. All right, so rainbow song, red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. Someone is singing a rainbow. Well, let's start. Let's go with, I probably should do the floor. I can do the ceiling as well. Ooh. We could do tiles. It is an entry area. I just think the Nakara red would be like fairly overpowering. No, it's kind of rich, isn't it? All right. And this is going to be a continuation. So we're going to grab it here and then we're going to run all the way up this way. Well, it changes the look of the place and the feel. All right. And then what I want, okay, that just makes it easy. That's given me a framework to work in. So then what we want to do is we want to go down to coverings and I want to find, I don't want to do red plate, but I'm liking the look of that bastion red. We don't want to do lino. I grew up on lino as a kid. So we could go with the Entom dark red as well. Actually, floors should be darker than ceilings. So we've got this. Let me just put in a strip. Actually, no, we'll just cover this. I have 2 million to play with. So, okay, which makes a very large room quite dark. Although that could just be the failing light too. The other red we had was this bright one. So let's go up here to the bastion red, and I want to see what that looks like before I decide. What was that? So we have a really dark red, a red, and a bright red. I know I'm still hedging toward the darker colors, but let's see what happens with a bit of contrast, shall we? I like it. Let's do that. Oh yeah, next time I should stick with my instincts, and we're actually going to lay an extra line down here. Yeah. That sumptuous red. All right. Normally at this point I would be putting blinds in. But before we do, I want to actually think about what I want the windows to be. So we want this room to have really like a really big airy feel. So we're going to get rid of these. I wonder if I can get rid of the door as well. No. Alrighty, and we're going to have a look. I mean, you've seen what I did with my other buildings. Let's have a look and see what we can do with the windows in here. We'll try and get the lounge room done this episode. It might make for a bit of a long episode, but I want to see what it looks like. And we could make the whole apartment red. A bit ambitious. All right, so this is a Windsor window. I'm actually thinking a 300 by 200 would be better. But let's have a look. I know, my brain is going, this is a cold country where narrow windows serve a real purpose, and they do have a point. So, but I want to have a look anyway. All right, so we could go red to pick up the red in the room, but what I was hoping, that's better, for, okay, that is way too big. This isn't though. So we do the dark red, it's the primary, and then white on the inside shelf. And we're going to put this bit here. So this is like it defines this space. Okay. I'd like it taller. We can do taller. So this is 300 by 150. We're looking for 300 by 200. And we'll go with the same color scheme. So maybe I want 400 by 200. I can have 400 by 275. I think that is too big, but let's fine. Let's look at it anyway. This would be a menace to heat though, unless these windows are thermal. I don't mind the look of that. So it's either that one. What was this? This is your 400 by 275. Or, is there another 400 in here? No, no, no. Or it's 300 by 275, which is narrower. Oh, if we're going to go tall and like this, it's got to be, no. Or, and I'm now starting to hedge more towards this one, 300 by 200. Because this way I have a shelf to put things on. Yeah, so we put that in there like this. I'm not sure that red's right. I think it might have to be the dark red if we do this. So it's that one. With a bright fire engine red. Yeah. Center it on the wall. No. I know, we're really playing is what we're doing. We're just playing with it. Because there's only one way to really learn the colors. All right, let's wander back this way. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll just do that. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a smaller window. So we're defining the space. So we're centering that in this space. And then I want a narrow, what was the height I was doing? 200. All right. So then we want a narrow version of the same thing in Windows. So a 150 by 200. They were taller. There we go. And this is a 100 by 200. So as long as the heights match, we should be pretty good. We did, I can't remember if I did bright or dark. I think I did dark in the end with a white ledge. And then we're going to center this if we can in this. Well, okay, we'll use it to define the edge of the space. Fine. Right. Now that's a lot of aggression right there. And what we need to do is soften it out. This is why I normally do these in kitchens. We go curtains and blinds. Let's have a look and see what we've got. We can security shutter it, I guess. We can use these. So a Cadillac curtain. If I did this one, we wouldn't do gold. We do the white steel. Make it light steel. Let's just have a look. I think this personally is going to be way too much red. Maybe. Oh wait, it's not assembled. But let's see how that goes. Personally, I think with a large family, you'd want to have a calming room in here. 350, 400, 300 is what we'd be looking at with our light steel. And I really think this is way too much. I think we're going to have to go. Oh, yeah, please, no. Likewise here, I think this, I've got the red on the carpet, but I think this is going to actually have to be not red, but similar. I like the style of the window, but let me just get back into here. Pink is a form of red. Just try something. But it's not white, which means it's not stark. I don't think it's going to go though. I think we're going to find when we get over here that it's not the right color for this wall. Bring it down. No, it works. I think white is too plain, and of course I've messed up the ledges. That does actually need to be white. Oh, fine. Make up your mind, woman. Alrighty. Let me just fix that. Although if we're going to do timber, this would lock us kind of into white timber. Can we get a kind of a timber color? No. Well, I mean, oh, okay, wait a minute. All right, let's try this. Okay, that's yeah, we'll do that. So we want to do the same with the light. This one we want to go pink and brown. Okay, so now we've got that. So we've got our red, we've got our reddish brown here, and we've got, I think now the walls are probably going to have to change, but I don't want to make them too drastic. I need them to be something else. So we're going to do the hallway and the entrance walls. So let's have a look at this. We want them to be tiled, possibly. Actually, let me just have a quick scoot down and see if something catches my eye. I think we're going to do probably stone tiles to give it a bit of an industrial look, but I want it to be like a smoothish kind of. So we've got your pink tiles. We won't do that. And we have to remember we're going to be using it in a wall space. So let's grab our tiles. They're not color coded, no. And we can't sort by color. Okay, that's all right. Oh, wait. No. Okay, we can sort by. Oh, so I can work out which came in with which. So, for instance, the party flipper didn't give us any tiles. Dine out. Dine out gave us the terrassal tiles and these other tiles. I see. Let me just. And pop art didn't give us any tiles, but probably gave us wallpapers. All right, so we're back to all. What I want to see. So we need a reddish tile. I mean, we've got the potato brown, but we want a reddish tile. So let me see. The last lot of reds tiles we had, like they're very bright and would be asking for trouble. I'm thinking more along the lines of a reddish terracotta kind of style here, or the Tiav light and Tiav dark. Let me have a look at these Tiav red. I think this is too much red, but I think that will probably be okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, that's not, it matches the floor really well, maybe too well. That would bring it up a little bit and contrast with that. And then we have the Tiav dark, which I think would go very well with that, but not contrast enough. All right. Let's find a patch of wall to play with. You know what though? We need lighting in here. So we're going to do two things. We're going to put a chandelier style light in here. We're going to have a TV on the far wall as well. So we're going to go this way. We're going to go lights, ceiling. I know it's rainbow, but I don't think that suits. Maybe. It's a bit of fun though. A red room with the red things, diamond chandelier, into the HG TV, I think. Yeah, okay. This has grown on me like a fungus, possibly. Okay, so that's my primary color there. We could reverse that and just make it a feature. No, I think this probably works the best. And then the details in the light. No. All right, details in the dark brown. All right. Bring it up onto the ceiling. I just pressed E. E brings up this grid, which I didn't know existed. I'm going to center it on the window if I can. So let me just put it there. So I know it's got to be there, but now it's got to be in the center of the room. So we'll just move it across using that as our marker. Which means, of course, we need a light switch. All right, that exists, but that's not the light switch we're looking for. So in this room, we're going to have lights, switches. No red in that one. There's red in this one, so I want a black frame. No, we want a dark red frame. White, brown on the details. I'm not sure I did like the white in the middle. I'm just going to turn that E off. Oops. That doesn't do a lot for the room, does it? No, it does not. Alrighty, beep. Let's go for something nice and plain and simple. That lights the place up. We are not a disco dive. Well, beautiful. We still get our red. It's horizontally aligned with the window. Actually, I think it needs to be vertically aligned with the window. And it lights the space nicely. Okay. Now, actually, I think we might put those in the hallway. I know this is what we do when budget is no option. Okay. It needs to be in the center of this space. We're going to actually center it. I'll line it up again in a minute because I'll need to. All right, that looks about right. Okay, let's get the lights on down here, shall we? I would like to see how these went with a like a light zone so that you could see where your light would be when you stopped it. Um, okay, that needs to be. So overlapping light zones. I'm going to move this one to here. There's a couple of lights that aren't quite in a row. Oh, right. Like, why aren't I going back? All right, this is close, but this one here needs to line up, and I think this one here is slightly out of alignment. So we'll just fix that. I wonder what sort of nightmares builders go through. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now we have a much lighter area. I think the walls in here need to maybe actually stay as a light or a white, but let's because it's such a small space, let's see what happens. I'm going to put I'm actually thinking the white walls work better. Yeah, let's pop those down. Let me just grab this. You can have too much of a good thing. That would close the hallway down. I don't know. Hang on a minute. I think it's because I'm used to looking at it with white walls. That's not a bad option. All right, let's have a look at this one. Hang on. No, I think we're right with the red. Pretty sure. Yeah, no. The red tiles actually won't be too much red. Alrighty. Well, now we've sorted that out. Let's get a few more. We're going to need a few of them. Let's get the walls tiled. All right, let's see how well we guessed. Not very well. I'll tell you now, we're going to need about twice as many sets as we thought we did. And we may need to come back um, as we fill in walls or take walls out. But I am going to put this in for now just so I can get a very good feel for how it's going to look. For instance, this doorway over here may not be there by the time we're done. Alrighty. But I do want to get a feel for how this hallway is going to look with these tiles all the way through, because that's going to give me a feel for the color of the doors I might want to have opening off on it. Little touch of luxury. So technically, the hallway is not part of the lounge room, but because it leads off from it, I would like to kind of get it done at the same time, because how this looks, or how the lounge room looks, is going to affect how the hallway is. And it will also affect the furniture choices in the spaces that open directly onto it in many cases. All right. I am going to leave little piles of tiles in the corridor because we are going to have to do some retiling as we go. I'm liking it now. It took a little bit to grow on me. It was not like a fungus. Don't be like that. I know. Some of the things you try when you're working stuff out is like, this will never work. And then it surprises you by being the perfect thing or the next to perfect thing. So this is our rainbow, the red section for our rainbow. And the other thing too is with the base like this, you can actually lighten out the walls. Oh, sorry, the way how dark a space looks by your furniture choice. So if we want to make this much lighter, we can put lighter furniture interspersing this expanse of brown. Now, you know how I feel about mixing my colors. Well, we'll see. I think I might actually want to do this. Yes, this entire space is going to be done in these. So let's get them down. I was thinking of being brave and now it's working. Good. It would look wrong with the brickwork. Okay. Starting to wonder if I should have done these windows. No, I like the way the windows lighten out the rest of the house. Windows, anything with windows in is going to take up more tiles than you might think. So we'll get this space here done. I know it's a textured surface. I'm really not used to playing with the textures. But I think the room is large enough to carry it for a start. And while I like the clean lines of the white, I want to play and see how things look when you just try things you don't normally. So, for instance, red for me is not a color I've played a lot with. So, working out what goes with it is a fun challenge. All right, pop those down there. So, this is the base of our red zone. Okay, let's just very quickly finish the hallway. All right, we'll get there. Not sure if this would be the house for me, but you never know. I like the stone. I probably wouldn't use red in my own place, but rainbows, right? And I won't do this whole thing in red. That would be a disservice to the Johnsons, who do not need 3 aggro children. Or aggro guests. Okay. Alrighty. A packet of tiles would be useful. Seriously, builder. Why would I want tiles when I'm tiling the wall? Alright, coming to the end of this section at least. Oh my gosh, this is such a long episode, guys. I apologize. All right, I'm going to just put, I don't have a spare set of tiles. I'll leave those tiles there. So this is the base for the red section of the house in our rainbow song of red. You know what? I do need that. All right, wander this way. I missed a bit. 2 bits to be precise. Okay, 3 bits. Well, well, well. Attention to detail. Something you're supposed to be able to do. All right, 3 bits. Look at that. All right, I like it. I do. I'm going to pop that down over there. Oh, no, we're going to pop this out in the hallway because we're not doing the hallway just yet. So this is our living room. And you'll notice that the pink looks very close to white. Right, now, on the wall, of course, we have a wall TV. Let's find it. We have the Stolgar hanging. Rame hanging Giorgio 85-inch. If we're going to make this a living room, let's see how big we can get our Stolgar. I don't think, no, that's a teeny tiny. They are less a television family and more a like a books and an education family. They're quite concerned for their kids' education. We'll just pop that up there. So maybe the PS2 will be a reward for children who do good stuff. Let's put in, now we've got a bit of an opportunity. You know what? I think we need a fireplace first with the television above it, but it won't be a real fire. It'll just be like a heater thing. So let's it's in decorations, right? Go to decorations. Fireplaces. All right, so we don't want a fireplace. We want an electronic fireplace, if that makes any sense. Like the Ignis. And then we want the Ignis to be in a stone. Okay, so the Ignis doesn't come in the colors I want. Neither does, I want some kind of a red rock or brown if I can get it. No, that's cream. That's too much. That's too little. All right, we'll find it. I could just go with this, and actually we might. But I really like the idea of a fireplace in the living room for these people. Here we go. That's orange marble though. Right, found it. That lightens it out. Do we have just like a plain brown? No, okay. So we'll go with the cream. I'm not really happy with the cream, but it's the best we've got. And we'll go with the light grey metal. It could be too much, the red actually. Let's just pivot that around. We'll see. We'll pop that in. No, we won't. Don't shoot me. Barrera. The only problem with, okay, fireplaces don't look out of place in, no, that's too much pattern. Actually, that's not such a silly idea. In black is what I was going to say. Tabletop, cream, dark grey, grey, snowy, black granite, light grey. They don't do so badly in black, is all I'm thinking. Let's see if we can do this. Just thinking black might be too bold a statement, is all. I've got nothing in pink. I've got nothing in brown, so. All right. I'm going to pop that in the corner. So normally we would angle to face in toward the fireplace. What we're going to do is we're going to pop that TV back on the wall. Okay. Then we need to balance it out on the other side, but we also need some sofas. So let's go into furniture and we're going to the living room. Go to sofas. Oh my gosh, there's some really nice stuff here. I'm actually looking for corner sofas. So I need a set that has a corner sofa. So we've got the Karuma big corner sofa. Right, let's just do that. We have the Ewise corner. That actually looks pretty good. And we have the Miko garden. Okay, that's garden. Maybe not a garden setting in here. We have the Marcus. We have the Melissa. We have the Magna. I'm liking the look of the Magna. Just trying to remember which way round I want it. I actually think I need a left corner sofa because we've got our red here. Now the question is though, do we want to go red or do we want to go brown? Because, okay, so this is our brown. Because will the red be too much is my thought. So that's brown, it goes okay. If we go red, actually I like it. All right. We're going to bring this to here. So what we're doing is we're creating a zone. We have like an entry zone here, and then we have this red zone here. I just need to okay, no, it is the same width all the way around. I did want to have a space. All right, no, we won't. We'll do it this way. So it's kind of like extending the wall. Not quite what I wanted. But it encloses this one little cozy space, which is what we're looking for. All right. So now what we want is we want a table. And this is where we have to think about the colors that we choose in our timbers. So that's too dark, I feel. But I have a feeling that the cherry is too red and not enough contrast. Yeah. So not that. And I don't like the style and the table's too small. What's that? It's got a lot of curves. That's the other thing we need to decide. Are we doing curves? Yes, we've got curves in our windows. So we have coarse dark oak, brown oak, warm pine, sapel. If we do sapel, then our ornament needs to be a lighter red, or it needs to be a not red. Not sure about the darker red. So basically, so again, the sapel is not dark enough, so we might actually be better off doing the brown oak. It looks different when you put it out. Too dark. Does have to have a hint of red in it though. A hint of red. or no red at all. No, hint of red does need it, and that table's not big enough to command the space. We may want to go with something that's not timber. Just saying. I know that's interesting. The basket glass looked good as well. Not sure it's a great idea with kids. It is big enough to hold its own in the space though, which is important. And it does have like a little set of racks underneath. Right, maybe not. I'm looking for something with drawers now. Not sure I want that though. No, because it's too angular, I'm remembering. Maybe 100 by 100, 75 by 100, 100 by 150. Doesn't quite match the walls, which is good, because otherwise it'd be a hard no. And it also had the contrast that we wanted. The Sapel, I don't think, is going to hold it. No. All right, so let's have a look at this brown oak. And why don't we see brown oak or red oak? No, brown oak for the contrast. All right, let's go with the brown oak. And now we have drawers. It's still not right. What a lovely living room. Oh, these guys are going to be hard to dislodge like ticks. All right. We're also after bookcases, so into shelves. I may change that coffee table yet. A, because it's timber. Okay, so we have the raveled bookcase, which we can do in red. But I think that's too much red in the room. Which may seem like an odd thing to say for a red room. Actually, that's not that bad. All right, let's do this. And we are going to sell. Let me just tab. All right, we're going to sell that. That's not, doesn't match what I want to do. I now have a better idea of what I want to do though. So living room, tables, wander down. If we're going to go for that mesh look, we're going to go mesh look all the way through the room. So we have the rosea as well. I was thinking of the Heckham, but the rosea might beat it out if I don't find anything sufficiently meshy. Let me have a look at the rosea then. I can find it again. The Lexington is actually on the cards too. But where'd it go? Okay, this is the rosea. And it will give me pink metal, which is close to red. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. It was too much timber. Now you'll notice, even though it's a living room, oh no, they're they're back. All right, so now we have that. Let's go back to shelves because now I have what I need for this. So there are a couple of options. We have the Ravled, which I do like, but we also have in the earlier sets from the HGTV. I do like these. Actually, I like that quite a lot. Let's grab this. In those colors, I'm not sure it's going to work, is my thought. But I want the metal. to go into the red. Although that was brown and that looked quite good. So let me have a look at this. What is that? Is there a coffee table in that? So it's a Brington TV stand. There was no coffee table in it, I don't think. It's just going to furniture. We'll bring up Brington. And it does have a coffee table. All right. What timber was it? Let me have a look at this. Just want the red. Okay. We've jammed to the living room. We're going to pop this back in. There we go. That works, right? So we have a lovely living room and we've kept the other family at the top. All right. I think we might need to bring that TV down a size. So we'll bring that one down. That's still a decent size. But it gives me space to do something else I want to do. All right, there's our living room. The next thing we want to do is the curtains. And I'm thinking we're going to be stuck with blinds. But that's not a bad thing. So back to windows, back to curtains and blinds. Let's have a scoot down. So definitely not that because it's too much. Not the Tetsi. We could go with the Alcina wide and the Alcina narrow. Do they have Alcina narrows? Yes. Let me just see because I like that pattern. What's that? That's pink. It'd be too much red, but that, on the other hand, and then the ornament could be in, make it silver. No, keep it at black. Right. I know they say narrow. Oh, okay, but it does go there. Haha. Well, let's see if we can get both sets of curtains up. Because generally, before you start putting furniture in around the walls, you do want to have your curtains in. Not sure it works. I'd like that to be a darker red, but we're not going to get it. So we're just going to yeah, grab the Alcina wide. Did I match it correctly? Is the question. Well, we'll find out in a minute, or I could be selling something. All right, hang on a minute. This at least gives me an idea of the curtain. Yeah, it needs to be the black background. Oh no, we got this. We just need to take our time to get it right. And I'm not sure it's wide enough, to be honest. All right, let's go. Pop that in. Haha. Okay. I'm not sure why it looks. Anyway. Because what I'm thinking now. Oh, we could do those, but I'm thinking either blinds Or I could do it in dark red, which would actually work. Or I could do it in dark brown, which is what I was thinking. Let's have a look at the dark red. It does at least fit. So what we've got here is we've got double insulation for winter. Right. So that's our red. And this is our dark brown, which I think is probably what we're going to have to go with, because I think it's going to be the thing to we might not like that. Yeah, no, that'll do. We're being practical. I hate being practical. There's no dark. Oh, there is a dark red, but it's not dark enough. Right, so that's what we're putting up in here. We're just going to put one there, and one there. Okay. I know, for a minute I'm like, what's going on? But I realized what happened. All right. So now what we've got is we have a well-insulated room, or it will be well-insulated, even though we've got the big things. We've got our fireplace, we've got our telly, we've got our corner couch, which means we just need to put in some sofas down on this side. Let's get that done. Armchairs, sorry, not. Well, I could put a sofa in, but oh, hang on. What sort of sofa did I use? It's not going to tell me. No, I didn't think so. Oh. All right, living room. What did we say? We said corner sofa. And we chose, I just want the name because that way if I can match in the armchairs I would. So I think we chose the Magna. Rightio, let's clear that. And go into furniture, go into living room, go into armchairs. Maybe I should have just searched Magna. Okay, they just do corner sofas. Rightio. That's what we were checking. Sometimes we luck out. Not today. Armchairs. We want something similar, but something not too different. Not the same, yeah. So, sort of, yeah, the Frederick comes close. The Emily's probably too disparate. And we need, of course, something that has the colouring as well, just to increase the difficulty. So in House Flipper 2, you can match things. In House Flipper 1, you've got to, I'm trying to match the timber. Probably the elm. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we've come pretty close with this. So I'm actually going to put in one here and one over here. All right. Because remember, we have a whole family to fit in here. So it's not quite the same, but okay. The timber at least was a close match on the cedar. Or I could just bring that back. Or I could just go, I don't like you angled. Yeah. All right. So that it doesn't quite match. I do want people to have access through this space. Oh no, wait a minute. I might just want to put a coffee table in there. One of those. Speaking of one, right, one of those. And actually, I've just had a thought. The family can sit on that couch. But I'm thinking there's a certain granny that needs her rocking chair. Ooh. I mean, I could give her that, but I think she'd be more comfortable in something else. What about that? And is that cedar? Alrighty. Okay. So the reason we've got two is because someone might want to rock on it with grandma. Back to tables. And I wanted I can't remember the name, there it is. The Brington. I think we kept that, but we changed the metal to red. Yes. You know what? We could probably put the bigger coffee table in there. This one. No. Where is it? Was it this one? The Brington wide. Now, okay, this one might be too wide, but let's yeah, it is. Ah, that's what I wanted. A little square one that fitted in here. And then we're going to grab, it's the land of coffee tables. Actually, we could just do this one again. Or, because I was thinking of a narrower space, grab this one. Actually, I like that better. I know I was thinking of a narrower space, but I like them separated out. It gives that illusion of space. What a lovely living room. Yes, you guys are menaces, and I forgot I wanted something over here. Right. That's all right. Once we get the kids' rooms in, hopefully, because they're going to be hard to dislodge once we put the kitchen in as well. All right, so now I have a living room with no bookcases, and I was going to put in wire bookcases, but I don't think that's going to work anymore. So I want tall, narrow shelves in timber. I wasn't thinking this. I've got brown oak. If I can find coarse dark oak, we'll go with that because that's what we're using on the coffee tables. And then I was thinking I might just put this here. And also, let's see if we can get a slightly wider version of that. Okay. I know, we've got this. Pop that in there. Okay. There's a place for your documents. This is not your house, mister. Okay. So there we go. Now we have a living room. What I need to do is put something in the entry hall. So I'm thinking corridor. Yeah. So they're a fairly large family. They're going to need, I mean, we could do a hallway cabinet. I hadn't even thought of that. Maybe that will fit. Do it in the coarse dark oak with the red metal if we can. Coarse dark oak drawers. Coarse dark oak drawers. Details in a sapel, I guess. All right, let's have a look at this. I was hoping for a mirror. So what I wanted to do was do this kind of here. And then we'll bring it. can't put the mirror in where I wanted. Yeah, but I do have my entry hole. Let's see if there was a back to the corridor. So the thing I was initially thinking of putting in here, we do need the hooks. That's an awesome little shoe rack. And there's a shoe cabinet. We have a Cresco hallway cabinet. That might be even better because it's got shoe cabinets in it. I was thinking of doing something like that, but I don't think I can fit it now. Or this. But the thing I was looking for, it's in mirrors. That's why I can't find it. Go to decorations, go to mirrors, and way back in the first thing we had the Nausan mirror was introduced. We would have to go with a Sapel because I don't think it, or a cedar, because it doesn't come in coarse dark oak. It might come in chocolate beach. We can do the metal in pink, and I was hoping to kind of fit it in there, but that's okay. All right. If we can't have that mirror there, though, we could just have a very small mirror, small and narrow mirror with a timber frame or a metal frame. Even just one of those if we have to. Tab. Let me just whack that over there for a minute. Grab this. Yeah, so the reason that's exactly there is because, so I don't think that's going to fit. All right, well, you're just going to have to check your lipstick in another way. If I can put a key rack on the side of that. I don't think I can hang the mirror on the side of that, can I? Oh, that would be good. Anyway, all right. In that case, I'm going to bring this forward. Right. Nearly there. This is our very red. I'm going to put a small table here. Yes, let's do that. Into furniture and corridor. See, the hallway bench looks good. It would have to be teeny tiny. The pillow could be a dark. That's the frame. A dark brown for the frame. A brown for the, no, a dark red for the cushion. Now, I think dark red on the drawers is too much, but let's try it anyway. And that's a good spot to put your kids so they can take their boots off, right? Yeah. All right, let's zap that. Okay, so what we've got now is we've got this little area here where you've got a space where people can take their boots off, space where they can store their boots and their jackets and stuff. I think that's what that's for. I could be wrong. We need a mat, though. Speaking of boots and storing stuff, we do need a mat. So back into decorations, into floor, into rugs. Okay, I think I missed the rugs. Under decorations, there is actually I thought there was a thing for rugs, but anyway, never mind. We need a front doormat. That looks kind of cool. That would actually match. Like if we did this, we whack that down in red. I know we're never getting rid of the old couple now. I like it. It's thin. And then we want to do something very similar in here. So like I said, you might put this base down, but you've got the, this is a Prescott in the dark red. But you've got the opportunity to do a lot of things with other stuff. So we probably will put that there. And then I reckon we should have another Prescott. Actually, no, we shouldn't. We should just leave that as it is. Right. I know. It's starting to look a little bit more like a home and less like a hotel. What do we need in here? Well, I know how to get rid of Dolan Trask. Okay. So under accessories, hobby, books, radio, we're just going to grab an assortment. These look good. Let's pop these on our shelves. As long as you can look down on the shelf, you've got space to put things. Right, let's grab another assortment of books. No, that'll be fine. I want some darker books. So we're going to go down. I like the idea that someone wasn't that tidy with their books. Okay, I don't like the idea, but I like it as a decor idea. Let's go with the arrangement of various books. Just pop that in there. I think this is going to be too long for most spaces. We'll see. Let's grab the shorter, maybe. Yes, shorter. And then start with this. Okay. I know we're getting there. This is actually not going to be a bookcase. You can all breathe a sigh of relief. We're going to go back into decorations. Go into standing decorations. Because red cars go faster. And we have kids. I did not notice those dinosaur sculptures there a minute ago. This is going to be way too big, isn't it? Okay, so now I've got this. Just pull this forward just to match the distance required by whatever. And we're going to grab the ottoman vase. Go into small. It's still going to be too big for these shelves. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's a good start for our lounge room. My apologies for the very long episode. I may actually split this over two. If you've enjoyed seeing me decorate the red room for our rainbow house for the Johnson family, don't you believe those sloths? Please hit that like button if you want to see more. Please hit subscribe, and I'll check you later. Take care out there.